last but not least, I'll do the number chart again, I guess. Why not? Yes. So this is in the original key, I believe, of A. I put might be overplayed because even at our church, I think other than like our kids ministry, I'm guessing that we've done it in young adults. We've definitely done it a lot in youth and then main service. But yeah, this song is, for whatever reason, is so good that it probably was overplayed at most churches, which is unfortunate sometimes. But when you have a good song and you want to keep playing it, the idea though is just separate it, right? Do it once a month, not every other service, because then it'll just get overplayed. And it is in 4/4. I'm trying to remember the beginning. Is it I give you glory? Yeah. So the thing I definitely want to highlight from the beginning is the drums. The drums, that cool side stick thing. And I think I can play the drums. I don't think I'll get copyright striked. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if they do the snare in the beginning. I don't think they do. It's this vibe is it. Oh, never mind. So once the whole band comes in, I'll be really surprised if I get copyright strikes for that. It'd be funny. You can't copyright drums. Changes are pretty simple. 1 4 1 6 minor 5 4 1. Chorus, your presence. Oh, so what's funny is I did put the 2 minors every time here. That's not necessarily true. So the first half is usually just 1, your presence. I think it goes to the 4 is an open door. Or maybe, I don't know if it does. Let's see, your presence. Is it A? Your presence is an open door. Maybe it does a sus. Love you, Lord, like never before. And then the second time, your presence, the 2 minor, is an open door to 1. And then 1/3, now good, Lord, like never before. So the only thing I added wrong was the 2 minor. It shouldn't be every time, but yeah, simple enough there. First half of chorus, simple, and then second half changes. I'm trying to remember what that was applying to. But the transition into the second verse, let's listen to that. Really going to push the limits on the drum part here. Yeah, so chorus ends right there, and then do, and then in. So very subtle transition, but it's kind of like iconic. It's kind of like if you don't play that, somebody might notice, and you never want anyone to get distracted in your worship. You don't want them to overthink something like, oh, that doesn't sound right, or that sounds weird, or it doesn't sound like a mistake. It sounds like an actual, intentional thing. But the guitar line for the second verse I like. Do, 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 do. If you're a guitar player, electric guitar, obviously, or key player, right? Definitely do that because it's nice, and it also just builds dynamics, makes the song sound like it's getting bigger. Then we got the bridge. Do, 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 do. I know breakthrough is coming. Really cool changes too. 4, 6, 5, 1/3, 4, 6, 5, 1/3. Key line as a vocal. Okay, so one thing I might hear a church. Sorry, I got all of a sudden a runny nose. One thing I could hear in a worship service situation, let's say it's a kids ministry or a youth ministry, they're like, hey, we have a 3-piece, or, we don't have tracks, and we still want that do 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 do. Even in the song, I'm pretty sure they sing it out vocally, but you could have the congregation do that. You could have the kids, the youth, the maid service, whoever's there, even your vocal team, obviously, sing that line if it's important, and maybe you don't do it right away. You do it at the end or after the bridge or whatever. But yeah, so that's just something that if you don't have that element from your keyboard player, your guitar player, just sing it out, and have the congregation do it too. It'll be very congregational to the point where people have a great time. That's one thing too. I love to challenge other worshipers, especially in the audience, of you might not really relate to the words necessarily, but you still want to sing. And so if it's just something that you can just sing like a melody, it's just, I don't know, it's pure and it's natural to the point where then you have that connection spiritually. You have the euphoria of just what God means to you, and you're singing out and you're doing it, and even if you're not in perfect pitch, it's fun, and it's empowering. So feel free to empower your congregation is my comment. And then the last thing is outro to the bridge, going back to the bridge, halftime. Okay, yeah, so then in this song too, they, just like how in the last song, it ends, and then all of a sudden you hear the bridge part, lightly in the background. Some of the best MDs or keyboard players that I know of, they do that all the time. We'll be playing a song, and let's say the normal situation would call us to stop, right, to end and go into announcements or some other aspect of the service. But you got that keyboard player, that guitar player that's playing the do 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 do, and all of a sudden people are just like, oh, like they feel it. You just feel everyone building really lightly, and then all of a sudden people just start, I know, that's what you want, right? But yeah, so once you go outro to the bridge and then even back into the bridge, if you do that, one thing I thought would be kind of cool is like halftime, because da da ga da 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 ga 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 boo da ga ga ga. Like I thought that'd be so cool, because normally it's I know breakthrough is coming, by faith I see a miracle, by God made me a promise. If you even did straight, and then all of a sudden, I know breakthrough is coming, by faith I see a miracle, my God. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. So hey, if you want to try it, for me, do it. Let me know how it goes. But yeah.